The hills are alive with the sound of racing. Hello, good evening, and welcome to round 9 of this F1 2016 career mode season from the Red Bull Ring for the Austrian Grand Prix. Home race, of course, for our Red Bull Racing team. Imperative that myself and Daniel Ricciardo deliver a good result for the team, as you'll see shortly. Lagging behind the Mercedes team in the Constructors' Championship, that elusive 1-2 finish could come in ever so handy at our home race here today. It's almost time for the race to get underway then. Let's hand you over to our commentary team of Anthony Davidson and David Croft.
What a beautiful backdrop to a motor race. We're here in the Styrian Mountains, of course, and they've watched over some cracking races throughout the history of this Grand Prix. Controversy, of course, think back to 2002, but also great joy. Do you remember Niki Lauda's historic home victory in 1984? The Red Bull Ring then, 700 metres above sea level. This tough circuit may only have 9 corners, but they're fast and they're bumpy. It's a true test for any racing driver. We have 2 DRS zones, and watch out for overtakes into turn 2 as the uphill entry helps those trying to be the last of the late breakers steam up the inside. Anthony Davidson joins me to talk you through the action here today at what is quite an unusual racetrack, wouldn't you say, Ant?
Yeah, it's quite an odd layout around here. The thing about Austria is that it's a harder circuit to master than what really meets the eye. On top of that, it's a low grip surface, and that means that your small mistakes end up being punished, and it's very easy to slide wide into the runoff area and lose a huge chunk of time. Luckily, because it's such a short circuit though, you have plenty of opportunities to perfect the lap.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Red Bull in pole position then, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Rosberg, Sebastian Vettel and Raikkonen, Bottas, Massa, Alonso and Sergio Perez, Button, Hülkenberg, Daniel Kvyat and Sainz, Grosjean, Magnussen, Jolyon Palmer and Esteban Gutierrez, Nasser and Wehrlein, Rio Haryanto and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Welcome to the grid for the Austrian Grand Prix. And as you just saw, qualifying the perfect way to start this weekend for the Red Bull team here at its home race. We had a huge, and I mean absolutely huge, gulf to the Mercedes team. And I had an even bigger gulf to my teammate. Well, actually, that's not quite true. I had half a second to my teammate and over a second to the Mercedes. And how that transpired was through the middle sector of this lap, I just made up a second on everybody. I was a second faster through the middle sector. I don't know for sure why. I have a suspicion that I'm running a lot more aero than anybody else. And also that the AI don't seem to qualify normally. They'll not do what the real life drivers do, where they'll just put in the minimum amount of fuel, go out for an out lap, flying lap, and then an in lap, which is what I do. I put the bare minimum amount of fuel in. The AI seem to run with a heavier car, and they just, for whatever reason, couldn't get anywhere near my lap time. So what I've done is I qualified on expert level AI. That's where I've been running since Monaco. I've bumped that back up to Master because I would hope that makes for a more challenging race. And I should confess that actually it's been about a week since I did the qualifying for this Grand Prix. And a lot's happened in that time. I've done 1 practice race since then. That's it, but I the level. Selected strategy, we are not going to go with what they've suggested for the simple reason that we actually qualified on the ultra soft tyre, and I can't get the fucking thing to work, so this is very, very weird. Apparently it's determined we're going to start on the soft tyre, which I don't mind telling you now is absolutely not what I want to do. This is very weird. Alright, I can't start on the ultra soft tyre. It is absolutely impossible. The game won't allow it for whatever reason. So we're going to have to go with this strategy and start on the soft tyre. So the game says, I don't like that. That's not how it should be done. That's certainly not how the rules would work in real life, but there's nothing I can do about it. So anyway, let's get ready for the formation lap here at the Red Bull Ring. Alright, lights out, and away we go here at the Red Bull Ring, and my teammate seems to have had a jump on me. We're gonna go cautious, try and get the cut back on it. Don't make contact, boys. I think we got the slightest nudge on our front wing, but I think hopefully we got away with it. Ricardo fancies another look up at us. We're going to go for the cut back again. Again, we get the better traction, and off we go. Might have a race on our hands today. Let's see if we can have the first big fight between Red Bull and Mercedes on track all year. Well, at least since, what, Austria? We got to watch that kick of oversteer as well. I'm so desperate for that Red Bull 1-2 today. The most important thing is I don't want contact with my teammate. I want us both to have a good, clean race, no touching whatsoever, apart from the little nudge I gave him at the first corner. We're going to have to defend a little bit. Oh, there's contact between us. Sorry, Rick. I was trying to give you room, but I didn't know where you were. Just about made that corner. Now there's a huge scrap going on between Ricardo and Rosberg. Okay, Paul, that was nowhere near enough steering. Now you're turning in for a corner way too early there as well. Yep. Thanks for that critical analysis of your own driving there, Paul. Yeah, good point about the fuel, Jeff. Not at the moment. We'll do it through the middle sector. We need every scrap of horsepower we have at the minute. Yeah, you do that. You're ragging the tail end of this car through that mid-sector. Whew! Every time I set a fastest lap, he just comes back for more. A little loose there on the exit curb. Now we'll go into a lean mix, save some fuel. Back in the standard. My teammates are coming. He hasn't won a race this year. He's had rotten luck in Russia, let's remember, where he was denied an almost certain win with an engine failure when he was way ahead of anybody else on these tyres, as it happens. And right now I think he's got about half a second of lap time on me, and if I keep wobbling like that, we head-to-head between the Red Bull drivers, last of the late breakers. And that is invariably going to be me. Sorry, Ricky. Understeer central. Struggling with understeer at the minute so much. He's going to go round the outside there. Jesus, Danny. That is optimistic as hell. Get the old elbows out. Whoo-wee. Here comes a Mercedes. I probably should have just let him go. I don't think I have the pace today. Huge lockup. Way too deep. He's getting so much understeer, it's unreal. That really isn't going to help, you know. Oh, Danny, what are you doing? For a gap that doesn't exist. Around the outside. Hold it, Paul. Okay, let him go. Let's let him go. Get the DRS. Ricky, what are you doing? Rosberg's round. God damn. Holy Jesus Christ. Hamilton's disappeared as well. It's Raikkonen and Massa directly behind us. I'm really trying not to hit him, but he's being so aggressive. Okay, Magnussen is out of the race. Is that as a consequence with contact with someone like Rosberg who's spun out? I don't know what happened there, but what I do know is I really cannot wait to ditch these soft tyres. They just give no grip whatsoever. I think the next time Ricciardo attacks us, we might just let him go, to be honest. Okay, there's a lot of debris there. It might just be a better strategy to let Ricciardo go. I really don't know. But the mood he's in, he is taking no prisoners, and I'm not going to risk a no points finish today. Just pure understeer again. This is hot work, boys. Let me tell you that much. The sweat is a-coming. Properly hot work. If it means I get rid of these tyres, Jeff, I'll take it. Whatever the cost. And that's the first time I've actually got that apex right. I'm getting wheel spin in like 4th gear. Somehow I'm finding all my time through that middle sector. Yeah, we'll do it through the middle sector. It seems to be about the best place. I hope that's not too bad for Ricciardo, that front wing damage. I don't know who that was coming out the pits. Lap traffic obviously, but I have no idea which car it would be. Boxing this lap, let's confirm that. Alright, there goes Ricciardo into the lead. Raikkonen, I believe, has also passed us. 2.1 seconds, not bad. But not great either, because as you can see, we've been undercut by Lewis Hamilton. So Hamilton has got the undercut, and we're running in lean revs still, which is not helping at all. Kind of hoping these tyres will yield a little bit more grip and that we can push on after Hamilton. I hope. I think that might mean Hamilton will lead this race and get the undercut on both of us, you know. That's why maybe I should have let Ricciardo go. I think I've sacrificed a win for the team in their home race here for my own vanity. Right, Ricciardo's in now. Right, so we're going to maintain our lead over Ricciardo. And actually increase it considerably. But have we just lost a home win? We're certainly going to have to chase Lewis down if that is going to be a win for Red Bull on their home track. He's right there. Careful, Jensen. We're not racing you, Jensen. Now you might think it, but your McLaren Honda is not in the race-winning picture at the moment. Alright, we're on the hunt. This is like Monaco in reverse. That was a bit wide. We're going to catch him. It's got to be through our speed in the middle sector. No lollygagging, as the Skyrim town guards would say. No time for dawdling, we have to push. Much preferring these tyres. No, Ricciardo out of the race.
Save it.
What does he have to do to get some luck, that guy? Daniel Ricciardo out of the race for Red Bull. With the Austrian Grand Prix, the team's home race, and all that's left for them. The guy has no luck. I need him to be getting points. I need him to be taking points off the Mercedes. And on a day where that was primed to happen with Rosberg in trouble, and now he's out of the race. That is galling. That was a bit late. There he is, out of the race. Engine, maybe. Hamilton's going into the pits. What strategy is Hamilton on? Has he switched strategy? He must have done. Okay, well, I got an absolute wobble there. This is where I'm beginning to wonder if I've actually got the tyres to make this to the end of the race. I've got I've got loads of sets of ultra softs to use. But with that said, I'm on 22-ish% wear with these super softs already. I'm beginning to feel it. And we've got nearly 20 laps to go. We might be in trouble for tyre wear. And where is Raikkonen going to feed back into all of this when he makes his stop? Is this a Ferrari race? Is it a Red Bull race? I really couldn't say right now. It's looking to me as though maybe Raikkonen or Hamilton are in the best positions for this race win at the minute. I'm thinking all of this on the fly. I have absolutely no idea. We just set a fastest first sector though, so our pace is still relatively good for now. I am pushing this absolutely as hard as I dare. Who's that in the pits? Not Raikkonen. I'm absolutely wheeling the hell out of this car right now. Way too early on the brakes. What are you thinking for that corner? Right, Raikkonen's just pitted. We have just taken the lead of this race from Kimi Raikkonen. And while all this is going on, actually, here's a thought. What has happened to Vettel in this race? I haven't seen him all day. I know his qualifying position wasn't particular. I expected him to come through, and, well, he just hasn't. I'm expecting a fastest lap from Raikkonen anytime within the next couple of laps. It'll reveal where his pace is in comparison to mine. The tyre wear is getting very critical, but we might have to push this a little bit more. I mean, I think I've got 2 more stops to make. Let's see if I can... 1 stop. 5 laps. That's going to be very marginal for these tyres. Very marginal for these tyres. And it's not going to say much for the ultra softs either that we're going to have to run. Knows. What the hell was that corner? Yeah, I fully agree, Jeff. That was an absolutely terrible corner. I don't know what the hell that was all about. I fucking hate getting an itchy nose while I'm doing these races. That just cost me so much time as well, that corner cut. Coming up to some traffic. That's a better way of taking that corner. Much more suitable. Taking about as much curb as I dare through that corner because I know there's the understeer kicking in. And look, Raikkonen has just lit those tyres up and he is coming fast. I mean, we are struggling for grip now. 61%. I tell you now, we are not going to win this race. Even the brakes are going off now. We're not going to have an answer for Raikkonen. All we can hope is that it's him that wins the race and not Hamilton. How are they looking? They're looking bad.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
I'm going to have to make 2 more stops. The Ultras aren't going to make it to the end. Jeff just confirmed it. I've been too aggressive with my tyre choice. Drive-through penalty! That... What though? What? That is horse shit. I had that. I know for a fact I had that. That was absolutely on point, and I've been given the penalty, and I've crashed my front wing, and it's all just gone to fucking shit. Because the brakes have gone to fucking shit. Now I have a penalty, now I have a damaged front wing.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
What's the point? What is the point of, like, fixing this front wing? I might literally as well just keep the fucking thing.
Our gap behind is 2.3 seconds.
I think we'll be serving the penalty this lap, to be honest. The front wing damage doesn't seem to be that bad right now, so... Why did I have to get that penalty? I mean...
This is your final chance to serve the penalty. Enter the box this lap. I'll be disqualified from the race.
all I can do. I have to serve the penalty. I'm not going to get these tyres to the end either. Understeer's kicking in. Rosberg's right behind me. Well, at least we got the penalty out the way, but this race has been an absolute disaster for Red Bull. I can't push it. You know what, guys? You might as well change it. Probably not going to score any points anyway. Well, at least it wasn't Bottas that took us out of the running for this race. I guess that's a tiny string of consolation to hold on to, that it was actually my own mistake that took us out in the pit lane. At least I didn't do a coulthard. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, I have, I don't care about the fuel, Jeff. Could not care less about the fuel. Here we go again. Not even going to make it into the pit lane. The brakes are fucking... Oh, what's going on with the brakes? They're just playing up. Playing up so much all of a sudden. And I don't know why. Come on, guys. Get the nose on. That's going to be P10, 11 and 12. We're going to have to rag it to get anywhere near the points. Simple as that. Alright, we're coming down to the final few laps, and our only hope basically is that we're going to get a point out of this for taking Kvyat. And even so, that is a big ask still. Well, there's a bit of fortune. Rosberg has blown up. So we are going to get a point, and our nearest rival is now out of the race. What an absolutely mad race this has been. It doesn't make any sense to me, this race. There's Rosberg, we just passed, parked up. We're absolutely going to lose the back end, we're ragging it that hard. Senior team coming through, Kvyat. You are obliged, my friend. Another couple of laps, maybe we might have had Vettel. It's not going to happen though. Yeah, there's plenty of fuel, Jeff. Quit bitching. Horseshit. Horseshit. Absolute horseshit. I did not have 3 wheels off the track. Did there. You didn't give me the penalty for that, did you? Give me the penalty for when I didn't make a mistake. So what do you know? You are chatting horseshit, Charlie Whiting. Yep, can't come soon enough, Jeff. Just a horrible race. Mistakes were made. And what could have been a enjoyable 1-2 for Red Bull, yet again, has just slipped completely out of our fingers and handed the race. This time to Mercedes. It was Ferrari in Russia. Now it's Mercedes. We're going to take 2 points, which rescues it a little bit, I guess. But really disappointing race. Absolutely horrible.
That's a disappointing result for sure, but we'll try to bounce back in the next one.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win.
This. What a race, mate. What a race. That was an awesome drive. Awesome drive, pal.
Guys, what can I say? Fantastic job this weekend. Thank you so much. Strategy was on point, pit stops just all weekend. I really, really appreciate all the hard work and to everyone back at the factory.
Driver as well though, there's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
Okay, so final confirmation of the result from the Austrian Grand Prix, and Lewis Hamilton for Mercedes picking up the win. Raikkonen in the end could only manage second. Bottas and Massa third and fourth for Williams. And then the two Force Indias in fifth and sixth. Seventh, Button for McLaren. Eighth, Vettel for Ferrari. Ninth, myself for Red Bull. And 10th, Danny Kvyat, and just, what can you say? Just absolute cluster. Mistakes were made by myself, and, well, we'll come back next time. We'll come back strong next time. It makes a championship close, I know that much, and I suppose on that bombshell what we should actually do is take a look at the championship standings to see that we still just about have the lead, but it's from Lewis Hamilton now, not Nico Rosberg. 4 points the difference between myself and Lewis. Then at fourth, Raikkonen. Vettel jumping my teammate into fifth. Button, Bottas, Perez, Massa, and Fernando Alonso all stay as you were. And still in the bottom half of the championship, just Palmer, Nasser, Ericsson, and Verline, who have yet to score points this season. And now the Constructors' Championship, and, well, Mercedes are taking a hold of it. 44 points, the difference now between us and them. Ferrari back there in third. Williams move above McLaren this weekend. The only move in the championship, actually. Sauber still yet to score a point. And on that bombshell, guys, that is going to do it for this Austrian Grand Prix. I hope you'll join me again for the next race. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And so until the next time, take care and goodbye.